Hello and welcome everyone again into another video, and in this video we're still playing Ultra League, no Little Cup. Okay, I do have enough stuff to play Little Cup, but I am not gonna do it. Why? I love the current meta of Ultra League. Okay, I know there are some XL Pokemons, but they are spawning in the wild. You can just go outside and get yourself a bunch of Frillish, then trade them for distance, get those XLs, because Jellicent is the best safe swap in this cup. So just either abuse it or just play Ampharos to counter those to counter the swap those Jellicent safe swap. Here in this matchup, opponent is not tapping their screen, so I give them an advantage of one fast move for no reason, just because they lagged. And I'm a good person. Copium. If I lag, farm me all the way down. If you lag, I will farm you all the way down. I'm not gonna top left. I am not King Ivy. I know King Ivy does that, but I'm not gonna do it. Let's be honest. And I literally say it, even if you're playing against me. If I lag, farm me down. I'm not gonna get mad at you because it's not your fault. You're not supposed to get mad at me because it's not my fault. You're lagging because either your connection is bad or the game is broken. And in both situations, it's not my fault, nor your fault. So yes, please don't get salty if this thing happened, because I don't get salty to my opponent if it happened to me. I went to Skunk here because doesn't matter what they threw, it's resisted, right? So now I just shield here, Copium. No, I don't need to shield here. I just crunch, and then we have a Dragon Claw loaded. So all we need to do is just save the shield for the Dragonite for no reason, and throw these fast moves back to back, charge moves back to back, and that should be enough to take game number 1, or no, number 2. Now opponent has Meloetta. I don't know what Meloetta can do in the Great League. These are like because the battles are taken from my live stream at twitch.tv/YesSidoLeague. So feel free guys to stop by. There are lots of nice people who hang out in chat. I shielded there because it's kind of safe. Okay, in this game, guys, you actually need to pay attention, okay? Pay attention, not to the stars. So here, look at this. I am not gonna shield. I don't need to shield. Now I go to Dragonite, and I try to grab a shield. But, since they no shield, I let them take me out here. I'm gonna pretend I'm lagging. And I will go Skunk because I don't want them to have energy lead on my Skunk. So if my Skunk has energy lead against its Sylveon, I will win the game. I think there is another game where I literally sacked a Pokemon with 100 energy, because that doesn't win me the game, right? So first, they didn't throw they overfarmed. So I expected them to throw on 7, and then we got on 7, and it was a Shadow Ball. So now since they swapped in Machamp, you don't shield, you go straight for the Flamethrower. If you don't get it, you throw a Crunch. So 1, 2, we get to both, but we still throw the Crunch to get a debuff, because this is supposed to get a shield, right? And we get the debuff. Amazing. Now we go back to Dragonite and farm this thing all the way down. We managed to get to this move, so if they shield, I will match them. If they no shield, we just take it, right? Because it's going to be a dub. I think they are at 9, so they can't get to the next move. This is an easy shield for me, but I am not gonna shield because they will be baiting, right? And then we farm down. They did 4. They did 3 or something. So this is supposed to be Surf. Now what do they have in the back? I guess we will never know. Yeah, they have something that doesn't beat Jellicent in the back. Imagine being weak to Jellicent, like the best safe swap in the Ultra League. Don't do that, guys. Run something dark Pokemon or an electric Pokemon. F's in chat. Giratina lead. Again, ideally you need to catch at one point, like that. See, go for the catch. Why I'm catching when it's a good lead? Because again, a Dragonite will need both shields. That's 1. 2. You still need to catch, because you don't want to go shields down early in the game. If you go shields down early in the game, that's like a lose con. So what I try to do, I will eventually double shield my Dragonite, but until then, I'm gonna try to catch a move on my Jellicent. So I know that I left that there. So now what I'm gonna do? Oh, is this the game where I try to flex on my opponent? So I was trying to flex on my opponent here, and I'm like, bait me, brave bird. I don't care. It was brave bird actually. Now we lose the game. Okay, I don't mind getting nuked like that. Like the last, if I count the baits I called by no shielding, I would call more than 20 baits we didn't shield. So there was only one game where we get nuked like that. So do I take my chances? Yes, I would still think you should call baits whenever you can. Getting nuked once doesn't mean everyone runs the nuke. You can't always assume the worst case scenario for you. Sometimes you have to assume the best case scenario for you to win a game. Opponent here is staying in. And I tried to catch, but the game was dropping frames. Okay, let me run it on a slow mode. Okay, watch the game. See? Pause. I didn't pause anything. That's literally the game. That's how the game was in this battle. A breaking swipe back to back, and they swapped to Cress. I overfarmed by a bit, and we go Skunk. I still don't know what they are trying to do. I think they are just trying to bait out the steal so they can farm it down with Haxorus or something. But I don't have a steal Pokemon, technically. If I don't have a steal, you can't bait out the steal. This is why non-Shadow Skunk is better. We can comfortably tank too. And the Psycho Cut doesn't add up. Look at that. Their fast move is not doing anything. I miscounted here because I forgot that they can go straight to Grass Knot at this point. They brought back Haxorus. I think they are in crunch range. Yes, they are. And now they have Umbreon. So I swapped back to my Dragonite. And now we need to land a superpower to win this game. Can we? No, we can't. Because then the next one is going to be the easiest shield of their life. So we throw here. I think they shield. And remember, guys, that we have a flamethrower on my Skunk. This game's going to be tough because we have Jellicent. But see, guys, that's why sometimes you save a move before you bank a move, then swap out. Look at this game. In a situation like this, if I didn't bank a move, save some HP on my Skunk, I literally would have lost the game. Now it's a Cress against my Jellicent, and I can overfarm a bit. And then one serve should take out the Umbreon, and we should take this game, even though they had the Umbreon on the back against my Jellicent. But save some energy on your back Pokemons, especially if they can win CMP against their Pokemons. And that's going to be like a win gone. So this matchup is so scuffed with like 2 Hydro Cannons from Swampert can KO, but I guess they were like extremely weak, or they just know my team and they know that they don't beat this team. Here the opponent swapped Azu. Why did I say it? I always say Azu whenever I say a Fairy Water Pokemon. So the thing about this matchup, if they have a high attack 1, they can KO with 2 Surfs. But in either ways, I don't care. I don't need to win swap in this game, by the way. If they have Wilding, it might be scuffed. But in either situations, I don't care about swap. And they have the Wilding. So, look at this. Yes, this is bad. But I can still threaten them with Superpower. Shielded. We throw in CMP. So we shield. Now we get out. They also swapped out. So they will debuff me to the Oblivion, but I don't care that much. This is the game where okay, pay attention, guys. Look at this. So, win con number 1. I need them to shield here. Now, I need to farm this Haxorus all the way down. Which also mean they need to take out my Cresselia. So I'm just going to keep over farming. I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to pretend that I'm over farming. See, guys? Now I farmed them all the way down. I get to the superpower, take out the Walding. See, sometimes you need to sack a Pokemon with literally 100 energy to win a game. Isn't that impressive, guys? Let's be honest. I deserve some credit for that game. Charizard. Charizard is probably the worst lead against this team, because that means my Jellicent is going to have a hot counter in the back. And usually stuff that beat Jellicent can also beat a Skunk. But lucky me, my opponent swapped to their Swampert, so my Skunk isn't in a bad spot anymore. I don't need to shield this. I think I miscounted here. Yeah, this is the game where I miscounted. I said in a previous video that I miscounted, but this is the one. Yeah, I miscounted by 1, so now I'm just forced to double shield. Let's see what they do. They brought the Walrein. We do one fast move and we should get out to the Skunk. And they swapped their own Charizard. This game's tough. That Walrein is gonna destroy the team. Why did I let them take me out? For one reason. This is another game. I let them take me out so I can get more Dragon Breath on the Charizard, so I can threaten them to throw a move here. I threw the wrong move, but doesn't matter. We had the move, right? I think one Shadow Ball, one Surf do enough damage to take out this Walrein. Salty said bait. So yeah, see guys, that's another Walrein we just beat. Okay, Dragonite is just too powerful, okay? And that was a good game. Moving into the next one. It's Jellicent lead. Hopefully they don't have Bubble Beam. They lagged for a bit. That's not my problem. Sorry, trainer. By the way, if you guys lag, make sure to report to go to support and report to Niantic that you lagged. They actually give you a premium pass. So it's worth it. At least it's something you're getting back. Like in this matchup, right there, I dropped the frame, so I wasn't able to throw my move. And see again, I actually did only one Dragon Breath. Look at this. One Dragon Breath, I tapped the move. I was supposed to throw the Dragon Claw there, by the way. But I guess I was lagging for a turn. So it was a one turn desync. So that's why we lose. So they have a Cobalion. So yes, they were lagging at the beginning. I lagged at the end of the game, but the lag affected me the most. So now what am I supposed to do? I need to save this Jellicent. How? I have no idea. I need to get out. So we were able to get out. I need to farm this thing all the way down. That wasn't possible. So now we need to Shadow Ball. We need to live the Stone Edge. I think we live the Stonehenge. Stone Edge. The Shadow Ball is enough to take out. See guys, just because you lag doesn't mean you should give up the game, okay? This is not a Jellicent answer. Giratina is not a Jellicent answer. And Jellicent is not a Giratina answer. It's a neutral matchup for both. I didn't need to shield because I know I lived that. That's why Jellicent is my favorite ghost right now. Because it lives 2 Shadow Sneaks plus the Shadow Claw in between. And now my Wincon was pretty much calling a bait. They didn't bait. And why it's so... Yeah, they didn't bait, so we deserve to lose. They led... I swapped the Skunk against a Walrein lead. Okay. And this is where I like the non-Shadow Skunk. Non-Shadow Skunk beat Walrein straight if they go straight Icicle Spear. Shadow Walrein... Shadow Skunk lose to Walrein if they go straight Icicle Spear. So, it's one of the matchups. By the way, I made a video why the Shadow Skunk versus non-Shadow Skunk, which one you should build. So, I recommend watching that video. Videos like that do not get that many viewers. So, if you're looking to make one of these, just go and watch it. I'm not trying to advertise my content. I'm actually doing it right now. But yeah, because I get that question a lot. Because I play Skunk too. Like the last 2 seasons, I play Skunk in every Ultra League team. I think the last 2 seasons and a half, by the way. So that's why I get like lots of questions about that. So we make sure to throw in good timing here. And since they don't have shields, we can just win this game. They have Toxicroak. Toxicroak is not an ideal Pokemon. They did 6, so this is a Mud Bomb. So we're gonna Superpower here. Because I feel like they were BMing, so I have to BM back, right? Now we just Hex down. Do we need to Shadow Ball? I think we need to Shadow Ball. No, we don't. Okay, moving into the next battle. Is there a next one? No, that was the last one. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions, please leave in the comment section below, and I will be glad to answer it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. And before you go, make sure to like the content if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, that's it for today. Peace out, everyone.